Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new series. This is the Technomancer. This game was developed by Spiders, the same guys who did 2019's Greedfall. You may have heard of that game. And published by Focus Home Interactive, released on PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 in June of 2016. This is the Steam PC version of the game. This is a sequel, actually. You may not have heard of this game before. It's pretty obscure. You may not have heard of Spiders at all. Greedfall was kind of a bigger release. It did get a lot more attention from gaming outlets, but this game, pretty, I would say, obscure. This is the sequel to a game called Mars War Logs, which is even more obscure. It was released in 2013 for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Windows. You probably have never heard of that game because I have looked for it and you can't really find it very. I don't know if it's on Steam. I didn't look, but it's very, very obscure. You don't, from my understanding, you don't really need to have played that first game to understand what's going on in this one. This one kind of explains the story for you. Now, How Long to Beat has the main story at 19 hours, and then main story plus extras, I'm guessing that's side quests and stuff like that, at around 28 hours. So my estimate, it's probably going to be about 25-ish hours for me. Probably won't do every single side quest, obviously. I'm not going to go with 100% completion or anything. So I'm guessing anywhere between 19 and 25 hours for me. Maybe a little less than 25. But anyway, this is a blind run for me. I have a little bit of knowledge as far as the first few minutes because I tested it out to make sure it recorded properly. And then I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to play the first game to kind of understand, and it doesn't seem to be that way. This is a standalone game. Today, another thing, I do know this is a more story-driven game, and I'm guessing the combat, from just the very little that I read, is going to be average. Think of it, I think it's going to be kind of like The Witcher 2. I think it's the perfect game to compare it to, with a great story, and then the combat is not going to be fantastic. That's what I feel like going into it. I have no idea. It could be the opposite for all I know. But anyway, today we're just going to do this introduction, and I'm going to go ahead and do character creation. And in the next episode, we'll start the actual story. Okay, so we'll go ahead, skip ahead. I'm going to start a new game, and we'll go ahead and do character creation. See you in the character creation screen.
At the source of all life, there is water. On Mars, where it is rare, water is a source of conflict, struggle, and death. Since the turmoil, there have been unending wars, fought over the possession of clean water. We are the forgotten children of Earth, trapped in this red, barren wasteland. Here, hell is not a concept, it's our reality. And the reality is that every drop counts. Then there were the unfortunates, caught in the full power of the sun's radiation, forced to deform, mutate into unrecognizable monsters. The others, the ones who remained similar to our ancestors in likeness, hid under massive metal shells, governed by water corporations. But in the slums, people's lives aren't worth much more than the mutants. And I would know. That's where I spent the first 10 years of my life, under the boot of the Vori. Of course, in despair, there is hope. Some have begun to explore, travel even, from corporation to corporation, leaving their loyalties behind. We have organization, structure, and inevitably, politics. We have rulers, a people's assembly, and far removed from us, the Dowser, the inaccessible face of abundance. And finally, there's us, the elite protectors of the people, the spearhead of the army, my brothers and sisters who all share the same special gift. We are Technomancers.
Boom. Technomancers. Okay. Let's see. I might keep a default look. Maybe change the hair a little. Maybe the eyes. I think that's good. Hair. No, I don't think that's good. You know, I kind of dig this look for him. I don't get to pick anything, just appearance. It's pretty basic. Hair color. I think I'm gonna go with a dark. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. And as far as eye color, I think we'll go with this. I think, yeah, we'll go with that one. I think that's gonna do it. Let's pick our talents. From what I understand, well, I'll go through them because I don't really understand. I was gonna say something, but that would have been a lie. Let's see, charisma increases chance of success in dialogue by 25% and better prices with merchants. Okay. Science unlocks level 1 contextual science actions, increases the chance of success in dialogue by 25%, and greatly increases life generation outside of combat, including for companions. That might be interesting. Crafting level 1 unlocks level 1 contextual crafting actions, increases the chance of success in dialogue, blah blah blah, and lets me recycle equipment without a workbench. I don't know how useful that's going to be, right? Stealth. I don't think I'm going to take stealth, but stealth lets me steal items while being stealthy and lets me make stealth attack on monsters. I don't think I'm going to go with stealth. Lockpicking might be interesting. Obviously lets you lockpick. Level 1 locks and lets you set traps. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be setting traps, but lockpicking might be interesting. And then exploration lets you collect ingredients from dead creatures, plus 10% chance of loot. Kind of between traps, charisma. Maybe I'll go with a charisma heavy character. Maybe I could do a... I'm going to go with charisma. I think I'm going to go with charisma to begin with. Alright. And then this is where we pick our attributes. Alright, so strength improves the power of hand-to-hand attacks. Most important attribute for a warrior. I don't know the different classes. I know you can switch stances during combat. Like, you can go between warrior, rogue, tech, and guardian, right? Those are the 3 classes. Technomancer is for everyone. Like, this is your magic, basically, your tech, right? And then these 3 are your classes. I don't know which one's better, obviously. I'm pretty, let's see, I think warrior is like swords and guns. I think a rogue is like double wield or dual wielding, and I think the Guardian is the sword and board. Like, you get a shield and a mace. But let's go ahead and just take a quick peek. Strength improves the power of hand-to-hand. I said that already. Damage caused by hand-to-hand attacks +1. Chance of disrupting with hand-to-hand, and required to equip more powerful arms and armor. This is the most important attribute for a rogue because it increases the chances of inflicting secondary or critical effects. Interesting. Chance of critical hit with weapons +1. Chance of critical hit with spells +2. And chance of poisoning, knockdown, and electrocution +1%. Finally, Constitution makes you more resistant to attack and lets you withstand more hits. Most important attribute for the Guardian. +10 health, max load 50, and resistance to disruption. I don't know what that is, but I like it. Finally, the Technomancer. Like I said, this is the magic, but I know all of them. Everyone can do it. It's not like a different class. This power amplifies spells and lets you cast them more often. Energy regeneration +10. Damage caused by Technomancer spells +2. The game is called The Technomancer, so I think I'm going to start with the Guardian. I'm going to start with Constitution for the plus health and the max load. I'm guessing that's carry capacity, so I'm going to do it. Yes, I am. Do you want to finish creating your character? Let's confirm that.
Ahoy, Zachariah.
Scott, you came.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Sure, my memory isn't what it... But I remember to write things down on my calendar. Although I do sometimes forget where my calendar is. Anyhow, I knew your last cadet mission was today. Any nerves? If it's any consolation, you look more than fit enough.
No, I'm good. I'm ready.
Yes, healthy flush of the skin, no rapid eye movement. You don't look stressed out. Very well, I won't bother you anymore. Oh, but if I can bother you, just a moment. I recently acquired a batch of materials that can improve your gear. It's not much, but I thought you'd like it. Still can't believe you're going to be an officer soon.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, Scott. Means a lot.
I fear we've dilly-dallied on pleasantries. Your master, Sean, waits for you in the courtyard. So stiff, that one. I fear his spine is concocted from steel. A spine prosthetic. How interesting. What if... Oh, and stop by the clinic and come shoot the chit-chat. No, that's not... Just don't be a stranger. If you feel ill or need a hand, come see me. I'm always glad to help. Good luck, my boy.
Thank you, Scott. Will do. I promise.
Very cool. All right, we got an initiation quest. Leave the dormitory. And Scott gave us a bunch of items, which is nice. Let's take a quick peek. What did he give me? Focus injection, exploding trap. Is that what he gave me? I don't know. These are my skill tree, are my talents, my attributes. Ooh, my stats. Okay. My journal, leave the dormitory. Very nice. I can do that. My map. Alrighty. And then the world map. Oh, very... Wow. Okay. We are at Ophir. Very nice. Okay. Well, in the next episode, we'll go ahead and start the game proper. We'll go down to our initiation, and whatever that entails. So I hope you guys are excited for this new series. I've been waiting to play this game for so long. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be fantastic. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Until then.